The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel welcomes you to this edition of the Mayors and Supervisors Weekly Update, brought to you by...
Each week, our community makes history. Each week, you make history. And each week, there's only one source to turn to for the first take on history. You know what that is? Subscribe to the Sentinel right now to discover the history being made in your own backyard.
The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel. More than just your news, it's your history.
Welcome, everybody, to this week's version of the Mayors and Supervisors Update. I'm Chris Caroso, publisher of There's the Blink Right Now. We may or may not get through with this with the way the electricity is going. I'm not even going to say, you know who I am. Let's go right to Mike Falk, Lima Supervisor. Mike, what's new and happening in Lima?
Well, Chris, today across the street from the town hall, of course, the new Sunoco station is open. Gas pumps are open, convenience store is open. Huge cooler with all kinds of beverages. They wanted me to remind everybody that whether it's cash or debit card, you still get the cash price for gasoline. The coffee and deli will be arriving in the next couple of weeks, and welcome to them for opening. Livingston County participates in the GLOW area solid waste.
You got it back.
And it's Genesee, Livingston, and Wyoming counties together. And there will be a shred-a-thon that is sponsored by Tompkins Bank of Castile, Saturday, June 12th. So residents of Genesee, Livingston, and Wyoming counties can bring some shredding there, and a licensed, insured, and bonded commercial shredder will take everything and dispose of it. Old records and that kind of stuff. Also, the GLOW committee is going to be having a contest to give away some composters. All of those things, if you go to the glowsolidwaste.org website and hit the contact link, they will answer all of your questions about the composters, the shredding, and any other hazardous waste collections and that kind of thing that are coming up. Right now, we're experiencing some material delays in the finishing of the elevator project. Elevator's working, moving people up and down already, but the stair treads and all that other stuff seems to just be back ordered. So we'll keep going with that. And lastly, again, there will be a special meeting of the Lima Joint Planning Board on the 31st of this month, which is Wednesday at 7 p.m. here at the town hall. It will be on the second floor where there is a large seating capacity. The items that will be discussed include the development of the old grocery store and the deck possibly off of Fanatics and signage at the Sunoco gas station. So that's all I've got, Chris.
Thanks, Mike. So I just want to let you guys know, if for any reason I get bounced off from power loss, one of you guys will become the host automatically on this show. And you can just carry on without me, because all I do is I introduce the next person, which I'm going to do right now. Eileen, you're the next person. You're on mute right now. So take yourself off mute and tell us all about the wonderful village of Scottsville.
And it is the wonderful village of Scottsville. And spring is here, according to the calendar, but so is the wind. So hopefully everyone has made it through Friday's windstorm safe and sound. And even though it's spring, Western New Yorkers know that that four-letter word snow is still a possibility. So our DPW remains prepared to handle any snow, but let's hope we're finished. Continuing with the DPW, they're starting to do all that spring cleanup work as our residents are working out in their yards. Please check our DPW brochure for detailed information. But a few reminders now. Sticks and branches must be tied in short bundles. This makes it easier for pickup. Yard debris should be put in those large paper yard bags for the same reason. If you have a very large amount of yard debris, you've done some tree trimming, and it's really quite a bit, you might want to consider renting the DPW dump truck for a weekend. The DPW drops it off on Friday, you load it, and then they pick it up on Monday, all for the low cost of $25. So it's a good deal if you have a lot of stuff that you need to be taken away. They will be cleaning up any village property. As we head towards summer, we will update you on the streets that are due for paving, as well as when the DPW will be in your area for sewer and catch basin work. We'll use this platform to kind of keep you advised week by week. Our next budget workshop is set for this Tuesday, March 30th at 6 p.m. You can join remotely on our link. We will be finalizing the budget for our public hearing that will be held on April 13th. NICOM has been doing does a lot of advocating for our local cities and villages. And some of the things that they're advocating right now are important to our local municipalities. They're asking to the release of 5%, the 5% of local aid withheld this fiscal year, since it seems that now the state can afford to do this. It also looks like our Ames funding is no longer at risk of being cut. We want to see the end of that intercept of local sales taxes revenue to pay for it. They're looking for additional monies to maintain our roads. The Senate has a proposal that contains a proposed increase in the CHIPS money, which we depend upon to help with our roads. And the same with water and sewer infrastructure. They are advocating a program similar to CHIPS, which would ensure every municipality is guaranteed funding. Just a final thing, remember Arbor Day is May 1st. There'll be a little forestry board tree planting ceremony up at the triangle between Grove and Rochester Street. But we're getting information now about the Greenway group that is going to have a Love Your Park cleanup that day down at Canawagas Park. And I believe the DPW is also talking about a recycling electronic drop-off that day. And I should have more information on that next week when we get together again. Thank you. That's about it for Scottsville.
Okay, thanks, Eileen. Love Your Park. Wasn't that a Beatles song? Love your park. You know, no. All right, no singing from me. Rick, Honeoye Falls, how are we doing there?
Doing good, Chris. Thanks for having us all again today. We're very happy to be pretty much through with our budget process. We have had all of our workshops, have made some final decisions. So currently, we will definitely stay within the tax cap. Our budget public hearing is scheduled for Monday, the 5th of April at 6 p.m. That will be through Zoom. And then we have our annual meeting directly after that at 6:30 p.m. So again, we're happy to be in that position. Our Good Vibes Flowing concert series is filling up. We're looking forward to that moving forward. As of June 8th will be our first concert. And we have those shows scheduled right now, right through the month of August. We're still trying to work out some of the funding of that. And, confirming all the bands, but we have another good lineup. Earlier this week, Eileen and Supervisor Moffitt and I, along with a couple of others, met at the Town of Wheatland, Village of Scottsville building with Congressman Chris Jacobs. It was a very engaging discussion, really talking about the federal stimulus, as well as concerns that we all had about our own municipalities and needs. So I appreciate the congressman coming in. Rush was represented as well. And, I think we've been very lucky as of late with Assemblywoman Burns and our new Senator Samra Brook, who have all been very engaging with us, at least with the village of Honeoye Falls. We've been lucky, and now Congressman Jacobs coming in, I think that was very positive. Eileen covered the NICOM funding and support that NICOM and the Association of Towns are really fighting for our CHIPS money, our AIM funding, which again, most of that does seem to be coming back. So we're very excited about that. But again, because of no increases in many years, we're really hoping that it can be increased. And then lastly, I just wanted to mention, and I'm happy to see John on as well. He and I were talking earlier this week, and we are, along with the American Legion Post 664 in Honeoye Falls, looking forward to moving forward with our Memorial Day services this year. So I'm sure John will address that a little bit as well, but we're in the process of getting things prepared. But we know our residents, especially when they want to support our veterans, and Mike, of course, has done that a lot in Lima as well with his proposals. But we're looking forward to the Memorial Day services moving forward in our parade. So that's it from Honeoye Falls. And again, thank you for the opportunity, Chris.
Thank you, Rick. No song for you, though. Jerry, Rush, Jerry, you want to sing or?
Well, I'll do anything that you want me to do, Chris, because I am so happy to see all of you vertical and well. At about 2 minutes to 1, we got 2 blasts here that knocked me right out of the park. And I just was able to get back on about 5 minutes ago. So I'm happy to see that you're all present. And even with those 2 blasts, I will let you know that Rush is the best kept secret in Western New York. I've only got a couple of things I'd like to make people aware of, and that is, you've heard me say some of this before. We have a new finance director. Her name is Christine Pereiro, and she's coming along quite well. We have a new assessor clerk. Her name is Terry Panapino. She's coming along quite well. And on the tail end of announcing the new assessor clerk, I should report that the reassessments are out today. We did a 100% reevaluation, and I hope that people will take the assessor's lead and make sure that they understand why this was done, why it had to be done, and the impact on individuals as they know it to factually be, instead of rumor-based. I think that happens a lot. The highway department has taken down all the snow fences. The highway department has fixed their plow damage along the roadsides. I think it's all fixed. The 1911 house on the corner right at 251 and 15A is still under review for what are we going to do with that? Are we going to restore it? How are we going to use it if we restore it? And it's taken a lot of time. So I hope the end result will be worthy of all the time that it's taking. The library roof, you've heard me talk about before, is about 95% complete. The interior work is taking longer than the exterior work, which we knew would happen, but I think it's even taken a little longer than we suspected. COVID. I don't know what to think of COVID, because I turn on the news and I hear it's decreasing the numbers. I turn on the news, I hear it's increasing the numbers. So all I've got to say is I hope everyone will continue to socially distance, wear face masks, and get that vaccine as soon as you can. I get my second shot next Monday, and hopefully that'll save me from a second bout of it. I want to announce that the Genesee Valley Railroad Museum, that's the one down on Route 251, is having their 50th anniversary this year. They plan on having an event that will include the town of Rush in some way. We don't know the details yet, but we hope it'll be a good event. I've been there for several events, and they're always good. I like the train rides. I'm still a little kid when it comes to trains. Love to get on the train, love to hear the horn blow. All good stuff. And that's about it.
Jerry, always having a blast in Rush.
Oh, yeah, I want to see you over there to hear the horn blast on the train.
I've been there. Let them know. They should tell us about what they're planning to do so we can put it in the paper.
We will do so.
All right, great. John, town of Mendon, what's cooking there?
Hi, Chris. I'm a little late signing on today. Our finance director, Mary Fletcher, today was her official last day of work. So she had her tiara on today that said officially retired. And I wanted to make sure I was saw her off, so to speak, today. So we appreciate all of her hard work over the years with her service to the town of Mendon.
You going to be able to send us a picture of that tiara?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right.
We definitely will. And I also just wanted to mention that we, along my discussions with Mayor Milne and the Post 664, we are progressing towards a Memorial Day celebration that more in line with what we've had pre-COVID. That's our goal. Obviously, a lot can change in the next 2 months, but we're being optimistic and planning for it, at least at this point. So appreciate Mayor Milne's cooperation, as well as the Post 664, one of my favorite holidays as far as respect for all of our veterans. I also would mention that we're going to start brush pickup at the end of April. The 26th, the town of Mendon, this is town outside the village, will start on the east side of town and work west as we always have in the past. It's about a 2 to 3 week process, but I'd also like people to know about it in advance. Not that you necessarily need to put things out at the curb today, but it gives people an opportunity to start thinking about what they might want to put out. Obviously, you can bring any type of brush to the town of Mendon on Semmel Road at the highway department anytime during normal business hours. And you can, if you want to bring it there yourself, you can bring it. The only caveat to that is that we do not allow third parties. It has to be the resident has to be present. The third party can be with you if you have somebody cut down a tree or something like that, but we don't allow people who are non-residents to put their brush in. Let's see, regarding road conditions, I know the highway will be out. They've been out taking down snow fence. They'll be out filling in potholes. I always like to remind people that we, meaning the town of Mendon, cannot fill potholes on state roads. We have quite a few state roads in the town of Mendon. The state does not allow that. We always call them in. We always tell them they need to be done. With county roads, we can fill those in, but we have to get permission from the county to fill those in. And town roads, we can fill the potholes, but after a winter, there's always a few of those around, so we'll make every effort to get those filled. We also will be having a public hearing on our cable TV contract with Spectrum. That'll be on April 12th. So I certainly encourage anyone to attend the meeting or use Zoom as a platform to come in and listen to that. Really, there aren't any serious changes in our contract. It's a multi-year contract, and we'll be pursuing that. Lastly, the American Rescue Plan Act that recently passed Congress. We've been receiving information from the Association of Towns on that. Information will still be coming through, as I understand it, through the United States Treasury Department. They will be issuing the details of that. So as we hear more and more about that over the next month or two, I'll be reporting on that. And that pretty much covers the town of Mendon. Chris, I just want to know what you did with the money your mother gave you for singing lessons.
We're still waiting for the refund. So anybody else have anything that they wanted to add?
Nope.
Seeing none, we made it. We made it, and hopefully you all made it through the windstorm on Friday. So we'll see you every Sunday at 1 o'clock on Zoom. No, not on Zoom. What are we on? We're on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for attending. Have a great week. We'll see you later.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Imagine yourself communicating with a difference. Pan-Dimensional Solutions helps you do this. Whether live spectator events, taped broadcasts, or real-time audience-engaging programs, you can benefit immediately from the tools Pan-Dimensional Solutions will share with you. Do you want to make a difference? Contact us at pandimensional.com.